decided to run for city council. Why?
Sadly, because there was a shooting at my children's school. I have two girls at Ingram High School where there was a shooting in the fall and a child got killed in the school. They were in lockdown for many hours, the kids were, and I was outside waiting for my two girls to come out. And I thought, honestly, Deborah, I didn't think that would ever happen here in Seattle. And I thought the public safety situation in Seattle and such, I can't just sit around and watch what's happening. I want to do something about it. I want to try and help. The mayor's doing a great job. He needs a city council that will really work with him on this issue and many of the issues that we're faced in Seattle right now. To me, the public safety challenge, I have a sense of urgency, is the most important right now. And when I talk to voters at the doors, they care about public safety the most as well. And it's not just the violence at my children's school, it's also the home break-ins, the car break-ins, the small businesses in the district as well as downtown dealing with their storefronts being broken into, being, things being stolen. And so we really need to give some urgency to this. I think that the defund movement by the city council in 2020 was a huge mistake, and it really has contributed to the public safety situations that we're seeing post the pandemic. Things really have gotten worse post-pandemic. We need to get back to 911 response times that are no more than 5 minutes. Right now they're about 12 to 15 minutes. When someone calls 911, it's because they need someone right away. And we just don't have the staffing at the police department to be able to take care of the 911 calls, let alone the home and car break-ins. So I support Mayor Harrell's plan to offer, to hire more police officers. And I also support the drug possession law because we have these open-air drug markets that are making it super unsafe. In our unhoused populations who are particularly vulnerable, I feel like they're getting taken advantage of by these drug dealers, and we really need to shut down the open air markets and prosecute drug dealers, which is something that my opponent tweeted a few weeks ago he was not in support of. But I really think that folks who are using drugs need services, and that was the mayor and the city attorney were very clear. They were not interested in prosecuting users. Folks need services, and we need to provide those services. So this law gives a mechanism for funneling folks into services, but the ability to shut down the open-air drug markets also goes to providing public safety in the city.
If you are elected, what would voters see on the city council just because you are there? What difference can you make?
I'm someone who rolls up their sleeves and gets to work, works with other people, those that agree with me, but more importantly, those that disagree with me, because we can't get to compromise if we're not having conversations with people who don't agree. And so we all need to work together as a city council and with the mayor toward positive change in the city. So you can see a commitment to working with everyone who's in the city council, whoever they may be, on November 7th, and with the mayor toward positive change and addressing public safety and the many issues that our district cares about in the D4 and across the city, because a lot of the issues are similar, the issues that folks care about right now.
Have you been surprised by anything during your campaign in terms of the people you are aiming to represent?
I'm not surprised. I actually, because I'm not doing this for myself, Deborah, I'm doing this for all of us. I am encouraged that, folks, when I ask folks at the doors, what do you care about? I care about public safety, but maybe that's not what folks are caring about. And it turns out they are. So I wasn't so much surprised as I was glad to see that I wasn't the only one caring about this and that I'm not missing the mark, if you will. Because when you do this, you're representing folks in your district and across the city. And so, as a resident of the city, my vote counts, right? And my thoughts count, but so do the thoughts of everyone else. And we want to make sure we're being responsive to the needs and the thoughts of the folks in the district and across the city.
Very good. Thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
The
it.
end. That's it.
Okay.
We can talk longer if you
Thank
want to.
you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so
No, you
much.
did a great job.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
it's your chance to tell us
Yeah.
why you should be elected.
Yeah.
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 So
And
there we are.
that's, I mean, and what you see is what you get. I just want to help make a difference in a positive way for this city that I moved to 22 years ago, and that my kids are growing up in.
I'm
you know?
sorry that your children were at Ingram High School that terrible